Okay, so just a quick announcement I want to make before I start this video. My 100th video Freeverse is technically my 99th because the Gotham Joker, Birth of the Joker video that I made a year ago, a while ago, is partially blocked for some regions and countries. So if you go on there and see I only have 99 videos and I have this 100th video Freeverse, that's why. Enjoy the video.
What's going on, everybody? I'm the Entertainist and welcome back. So now that I've talked about Rob Zombie's Halloween, I want to talk about another Halloween Michael Myers movie, Halloween 2018, because there's 3 movies that are just called Halloween and I have to decipher which one I'm talking about. So Halloween 2018 is directed by David Gordon Green. You may know him from movies such as Your Highness, Pineapple Express. This is his first horror movie he directed, and he co-wrote this with Danny McBride. So I thought that was a little weird when I first heard this was coming out and it was going to be made by these two. I'm like, okay, they're comedians. What are they going to do? But they talk about they're big Halloween fans, and when I saw trailers being dropped, I'm like, oh shit, this looks really good. As I've mentioned before on this channel, Halloween is my favorite horror movie of all time, the original one, well, one of my favorites. And Michael Myers is my favorite movie slasher. And I liked that they were basically canceling out the rest of the universe. They're basically going like, okay, we're going to ignore all the movies besides the first one, and we're going to kind of pick up where that left off, but 40 years later. And right off the bat, I just want to say that I'm kind of disappointed in this movie. When I initially saw it, I was like, it's not bad, it's fine. As it sat over, I mean, it's been out for 2 years now, as it sat over time, I don't know, I don't love this movie. I don't hate it, but, you know, it kind of felt like a smack in the face a little bit, and I'm gonna dive deep into why. For one, this is something kind of small, and this is just something I appreciate what the Halloween movies that I thought this one lacked. I just didn't feel like this set up the season of the holiday of Halloween. Like, yeah, you know, there's pumpkins around, kids are trick-or-treating, sure. But it just, for some reason, didn't give me that vibe. I mean, it's kind of hard to express into words, but like, the original Halloween, Halloween 5, because that's set during like a Halloween party, and Rob Zombie's Halloween all have this just holiday feel for it, like for the holiday Halloween. This one I thought lacked it. It just felt like, I don't know, it just kind of felt like a flat take on a Michael Myers movie. I think the comedy overlapped a lot in this movie, which doesn't surprise me from who it's made by, David Gordon Green and Danny McBride. I love those guys. I love Pineapple Express. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I think Danny McBride is very talented and hilarious, and he's a good writer. He's written a lot of good movies and shows, and I just don't think these were the guys for this project. Like, you got the main girl's dad talking about like, oh, I have peanut butter on my penis. I'm like, okay, whatever. Even though, the one thing I'll give that scene, there wasn't anything creepy going on to overlap the intensity. There's this one part where this girl's babysitting this kid, and it's the main girl's friend. She's babysitting this kid, and the kid's hilarious. I think this little kid's hilarious, like this little like 11-year-old. And Michael Myers jumps out of the closet with a knife, and the kid's like, oh shit, and that oh shit is supposed to be a funny moment. I don't like that. I don't like when Michael Myers is on screen, he's in the scene now, and you're trying to add a part for me to laugh at. You're not being cohesive there. You shouldn't be doing that. As just a horror fanatic, I don't think that is a good time to add in a comedy scene. Now this next thing I'm about to say is kind of like half a positive thing I have to say about this movie while also being a negative. It does pay like some pretty good callbacks to the other Halloween movies, and I really do like that, and the part that those are, I think are really well done. Like there's this, for example, there's this one part where Michael Myers is in Haddonfield and he's in this neighborhood, and it's this one lawn shot of him going into this garage and picking up a hammer, and then he just gets back to reality, walks into the house and kills this one lady, and then basically does the same thing like right after that. I thought that was a really well done scene, and that is a callback to Halloween 2. But when your best qualities are callbacks to the previous movies, that's not good. It's not bad to have callbacks to the other movies. It's not bad at all. You're showing that you appreciate, it shows that you're appreciating the source material of what you're working on. But I mean, if that's not good if it's the best thing going for you in a movie and then all the original things you're doing are falling flat. And just another thing, because this movie was built up to be the epic showdown between Michael and Laurie, which, by the way, opinion I have about that, this movie is supposed to be like canceling out all of them except the first one. Even the second one, it's canceling that out. The right after where they're in the hospital and everything, it's canceling that out too. So we're picking up from when Donald Pleasance looks down below and Michael disappeared. And they somehow caught him, and they kind of just, throw in there like, oh yeah, he got captured. And I mean, honestly, I'm not saying this isn't less scary, but Michael Myers is just a dude who killed 3 people that night, or 4 people, or whatever. He's not known as this big mass murderer. He killed 4 people on a night 40 years ago. And, that's supposed to be this crazy fucking, iconic night in that universe. I'm not buying it. I'm just not. If they kept in at least up to Halloween 2, I would be like, okay, I get why Michael Myers is, pretty fucking well known in that universe, because he also killed people in the hospital that same night, killed more people, and it just is kind of like this unstoppable creature. But no, I mean, that's just what the writers wanted to do. And I understand why Laurie Strode, her friends were killed off, so, that fucked with her mentally, so she made her life goal to kill Michael Myers. I like that. I really do appreciate that. But the thing is that they were trying to make it okay, so, and they said this. I can't find the articles right now, but I remember reading that David Gordon Green was like, okay, we don't want to make Michael Myers this unstoppable beast, this entity that can't be reckoned with. No, well, you did that. You ended the movie with, by the way, there's spoilers in this, and I've already spoiled some parts, so sorry for the late spoiler warning. But at the end, he gets locked in the burning house. And at the end, I mean, if you stayed for the end credits, there's an end credit scene, but you hear loud breathing. Now it's supposed to be oh, it's a sign that he's still alive. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Then they confirmed they were doing a sequel. I'm like, well, what the fuck? I'm like, so, okay, you're basically just redoing what Michael Myers is known for. I mean, hey, that's Hollywood for you, money grabbing. I don't know. I just don't think they really thought out what they were going to do with this movie. I know a lot of people that really do like this movie. If you do, good for you. I'm not downing you for liking this movie. I expected a little more out of this, and I felt that when I first saw it, but as it sunk in, it just leaves me disappointed. It really does. Also, one part I fucking hate, and I really did, and I hate it now that I think about it. Another thing, when I initially saw it, I was like, I don't know how to feel about that. Now I know how I feel about it. But it's the part when Laurie Strode's granddaughter is in the cop car and she's going to get help, and that fucking psychiatrist turned out to be a Michael Myers fan. And I honestly really don't know what to say about it, except that I think it's fucking stupid. It's stupid that you were trying to, be clever with this fucking twist that, oh, the psychiatrist is a big Michael Myers fan. Really? Really? That's what we're gonna do? And not only that, it'd be one thing if they're trying to be clever and it actually went somewhere. No, Michael Myers fucking kills him off anyways. And the guy thought that Michael wasn't gonna kill him? Really? Come on now, this is Michael Myers we're talking about here. You didn't think he was gonna kill you? I know I really haven't said many positive things about this movie. I do have some positive things. I think Michael Myers was done really well. His character and the guy who played. I like that they brought back the original guy for it. I love Laurie Strode, what they did with her character. How she basically just kind of... She became a little crazy, but you can't blame her for the shit she's been through in the first movie. And how that, manifested in her life over time. And I love the showdown at the end, that she was basically doing the things to Michael Myers that he did in the climactic finale of the Carpenter one. I loved it. I loved it. And am I gonna go see Halloween Kills? Of fucking course. I'm a huge Michael Myers fan. So yeah, I'm gonna see it, and I hope they're gonna, they're gonna fucking one-up it a notch in this one than they did in this one. So with all that being said, I'm going to give Halloween 2018 I'm going to give it a 2.5 out of 5 stars. That's where it settles with me now. When I first saw it, I was like, I'd probably give it a solid 3. I think 2.5, because that's right in the middle there. Just because, after talking about it with you guys, I really see how much I'm disappointed with this movie. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Please comment down below on what your thoughts are of Halloween 2018, if you're a fan of it, if you aren't, if you're excited to see Halloween Kills. I'd love to hear it from you guys. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.